It's a Tuesday morning on the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And we're in the midst of the most brutal cold snap our area has seen probably in a decade. We're getting word this morning that this cold could last, are you ready for this? 10 days to 2 weeks. Just the start. That is not good news this morning. What is good news is, hey, you're at the beach house. At the beach house, beach bunker, lights are on, things are toasty warm. We've been waiting for you. Where have you been? We're here. Beach chairs are set up. We've got some nice hot sandy beach time ready for you. We've got another plane crash to tell you about. This time it involves somebody that you know. Yeah, the private jet of Vince Neil of Motley Crue. Thankfully he wasn't injured, but what's with all these plane crashes lately? Hey, it's hard to have a show about fun places when the planes are getting all mangled up. Oh my gosh. We'll give you the latest on that. Welcome. I'm Tyler Glenn, and this is the Beach Bunker at the beach house, and it's nice and toasty warm, shorts and sandals, even though we've got an extreme cold warning in effect for us. We're going to get to your school cancellations in just a second. Coming up on the show today, we've got some bad news for McDonald's. Not devastating news, but a big bump in the road for Ronald and company. Details on that coming up. Also, the debate over serving food at room temperature. Next time you have a family gathering, they say that's the way to go. Not too hot, not too cold. Goldilocks had it right. Room temperature food, apparently. What is your biggest hotel annoyance? We'll talk about that this morning. And the one place to never keep your water bottle on a plane. Taste of Tuesday's coming up. Also, our Valentine's contest for Joe Nichols tickets. Never keep a water bottle on an airplane in this spot. Could land you in trouble. You know what? Don't keep carbonated beverages in your vehicle overnight when you've got temperatures like we've got. I did that one time. It was one of those energy drinks, and they're kind of sticky. And, just I was wondering what the hell happened here. Go to open the door, and there's snow on the inside of the car, all over the dashboard, in the yellow snow. Whoa, yellow snow. That can't be good. Where did this all come from? Then I look into the little cup holder, and remember my energy drink was sitting in the cup holder, and it was minus 50. And it doesn't matter what it is in the cup holder at minus 50, she's going to freeze as solid as a brick and explode potentially. But we've got an extreme cold warning in effect. It's minus 31. It feels like minus 45. Very, very cold. We have got some kids who won't be going to school today because it is not safe for transportation for a few of them, and that includes the Brandon School Division. Buses are not running outside the city today. Rolling River and Mountain View, no buses, but the schools are open. So this is a transportation issue today because of the extreme cold. And as I mentioned earlier, this is just the start. Initially, it was thought this cold snap could last 7 days. Northern Plains Weather is reporting this morning 10 days to 2 weeks of this. Can you imagine? We have not had a cold snap like this since before the pandemic, I don't think. That is insanity. Thankfully, the Beach Bunker is here for you. It is our sole purpose to bring you some mental health relief. No one should be living in this part of the world, ever, except for the 1 month we have summer. So we are here for you. We're here for you to help keep you warm and to hopefully keep you sane. This is insanity. Look at that. Oy. The red is just downright dangerous, and it's right over top of us, and apparently it's not going to be moving for the next little while. It is cold, and the wind chill, any wind at all in this kind of cold is just dangerous. Look at that bright yellow, not good. Bright yellows and reds are dangerous, and it's right in the middle. Right where God said, I don't know why anybody would want to live there. Let's just punish them 6 months of the year. Okay. Yeah, at least we get a hot summer. It's just crazy. We're all crazy. We're all crazy. We're all crazy together. We are the crazy people of Canada. The crazy people of Canada. Why are we doing this? Why? Oh, my gosh. Well, at least we have each other. Let's get into chat and see who we've got to welcome aboard. See who our Sunseeker Popsicle Parade. It's the Sunseeker Popsicle Parade. Who is frozen like a popsicle today? Who do we got in chat this morning? Tosh Polar Bear. Molly said she's got something going on today, so a quick hi and split. That's all good. We love when you're able to say a quick good morning, or when you hang out for the entire 2 hours. That's fun, too. It's a 2-hour show, goes till 9 o'clock Central Time, and it's for VIPs only in hour 2, okay? Which is twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. But to start the whole show, we're on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Facebook as well. So thank you for being here, and I appreciate it. Good morning to the lurkers. The lurkers are affectionately loved and known as the folks who are watching, listening to the show, but seldom, if ever, partake in any conversations that we haven't. And that's just fine by us. It's great to have you here. Know you're welcome. And we appreciate you lurking in. And, of course, we love our chatters, too, because they make the show interesting. We like to bounce things off them, see how they're surviving, see how cold they are. How many bowls of soup can you eat? Zumba Bernice is here this morning on Twitch. Good morning, Zumba Bernice. Good morning. Good morning. Grace is here on TikTok this morning. Good morning, Grace. And Jeff and Lily is here, too, on TikTok. Good morning, Lily. Tracy Roger is here on Twitch. Good morning, Tracy. Jody is here on Facebook and says, good morning, frozen Sunseekers. Yeah, we're frozen. It's a cold, cold morning. But we'll have beach time. We'll have some good, nice, hot beach time. Oh, yeah. The hot sand is waiting for you. The ocean waves, the palm trees swaying. It's a state of mind. It's a state of mind. The little screen you're looking at right now will bring you some welcome mental health relief as you pretend you are someplace other than where you're at right now, which is the frozen tundra for 10 days. Good morning, Cindy, on Twitch. It's Tyler time, says Jody. Yes, good morning, Jennifer, on TikTok. Hi, Jennifer. And good morning, Marie and Sherelle and Leanne Stewart on TikTok, too. Janine Fleury-Urbanovich is here on Facebook. Good morning. And Richard is here, too, on Facebook to say good morning. And Tasha's keeping her kitties warm. Her fingers are just too cold. Too cold to type. Too cold to type. Zumba Bernice says, when is it ever going to warm up? May. And May is aptly named because it may warm up. It may. Get it? It may. Quentin is here on Twitch. Good morning, Quentin. And Mavis is here on Facebook. KDD4380 is here. Skippy is here on TikTok along with Chris and Sherelle. Good morning, Sherelle. It is nice to see you. Good morning, good morning. Tara Fulton is here on Facebook to say good morning. Tosh says it's depressing outside. Then don't look outside. Don't look outside. Look at the screen. We've got some beach time for you and me. Yeah. Woo! However, staying busy does help, she says. Yes, that's good advice. MJ, good morning. Nick says, good morning. Yeah, the typo. Quentin says, at least there's no mosquitoes. At least there's no mosquitoes. That is true. That's one way to look at it. Well, and the sun is nice. The sun is nice. It sure can't fool you. You open the door and think, at least there's a little bit of sun. Holy shnikes, there's no heat to that sun at all. Oh. Tosh says, please tell me they're canceling Brandon School Division. It's so freaking cold. Now, transportation outside the city is canceled, Tosh, outside of Brandon. Keep in mind that, you do not have to send your kids to school any day, as long as it's always at parental discretion. Just call the school and let them know you're keeping your kids home. You're allowed to do that. We've said that before. The only thing they ask is that you please call the school so that no one is out searching for you or looking for you, or, if you feel more comfortable to keep your kids home, you are totally within your rights to do that. Just make sure you call so no one's worried. All right? Eddie is here along with Ladvina on TikTok. And Dylan, good morning, Dylan. Cindy says, so does this cold snap mean in the summer we're going to have 2 weeks of a heat wave? Well, here's hoping. Wouldn't that be nice? Doesn't a heat wave sound great? Oh. Toss says, my 6-year-old cried walking after swimming lessons to the vehicle. That's how cold it is. And we were parked right up front. That's hard on the kids. We can at least pretend we're someplace else. The kids, they struggle, don't they? They struggle. It's part of the character building of being Canadian. I don't know what to tell you. I never got used to it. I'm 51 years old. I never got used to it. I still hate it. I do not like winter, but we lean into it. We make fun of it. I am live streaming from a place called the Beach Bunker. We're going to make the best of it, and we're going to lean into it. We're going to fight it. Fight you, cold. Fight you. Bite me, cold. Bite me. What purpose does it serve? Nothing. To kill people. Mother Nature's trying to kill you. Watch out. Mother Nature is trying to kill you. Don't let her even come close. Don't even let her make you upset. Yeah, stick it. Stick it. Loretta's here. Good morning, Loretta. This is ridiculous for February, says MJ. We didn't get it in January. We're getting it this month. But you know what? Here's what's going to happen. 10 days, 2 weeks, we got some real bad stuff to get through, but I'll tell you, it's going to swing, and then we're going to come into like spring. Then we're going to have warm weather, and it's going to be melting, and the car wash lineups will be full, and it's what's on the other side. It's kind of like when we start our weeks together, right? The Mondays are so hard, and by the time the Thursday rolls around, you're ready. You're ready to go. Smile on your face. Weekend is close. We're going to get through this. We'll do it. Nick's got fuzzy slippers. He's traded in flip-flops for fuzzy slippers to keep his little toesies warm. Derek says, cold as balls outside. I don't know where that saying came from. Cold as balls. Are balls cold? Are they supposed to be cold? I don't think so. That does not sound good. Angela Damaris is here on Facebook this morning. Good morning. MJ says, I don't know if my good morning showed up or it's frozen. Well, good morning. Nonetheless, it could be. It could be frozen. Trev Webb is here, too, to say good morning on Twitch. Good morning, Trev Webb. Nick says, remember we actually had snow in May last year. Oh, my. Was that last year? Remember my trees broke. Oh, it was so heavy and wet. I looked outside and I had all my trees just were like a pole. There's poles in the yard. All these poles. I'm like, what the hell happened? And the snow was so heavy it pushed all the branches off. And I'm out there with a broom smashing it. It was, yeah, it's wild weather. Like I say, we are guaranteed at least a month or two 2 months of summer. 2 months. The best 8 weeks. It's when you should take your holidays. It's when that you should get out and enjoy summer. Yesterday's good thing. We'll continue to say good morning as we welcome you into the Beach Bunker, and we're going to talk about yesterday's good thing. Good morning, Ivana. Yesterday's good thing is where we start with some positivity. Let's do a GT and then dash and then some positive stuff, okay? Loretta says today at school we're having Métis days and lots of activities are outside. Well, I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, but you're going to have some bannock. Oh, me's love the bannock. Oh, and hamburger soup. Well, that's awesome. Who needs to be outside? I know you'd rather be outside. So would we all, Loretta. But oh my God, you've made it all better with Bannock and homemade hamburger soup. Doesn't that sound like the perfect lunch for today? I think we're all coming. I hope you made lots. If you don't know what Bannock is, it is before donuts. It long ago, it's an ancient tradition, actually, of frying bread, and it is so delicious, fried bread. Oh, my God. And hamburger soup on a cold day like today, that is fantastic. I think I'm just going to sneak over and see if I can steal some. Get your hats on, get your neck warmers on, get your gloves on. Good advice, everybody, good advice. Richard says, you're 51 and you look 21. Okay, Richard's my new favorite Sunseeker. Richard's my favorite. I'm kidding. Thanks, Richard. You're kind, and obviously your settings on your screen are not working properly. Oh, you're a kind man. Nice to have you, Richard. Thank you. No one kisses ass like Richard says. You guys crack me up. Oh, my God. Cold as snowballs, says Trev. Okay, we're into the GTs now. Cindy says, had some cabbage soup. Oh, and this is soup week. Hey, what kinds of soup can we have? Loretta's got hamburger soup and Bannock going on. Cindy's got cabbage soup. That is not only delicious and warms you up, but provides musical entertainment as well. And some added warmth and comfort, you know. Everyone's farting around the table. The aroma is a little bit to be desired, but nevertheless, it is healthy for you. It's good for the guts, and nothing like hot soup when you've got cold weather like this. Good morning, David. Yesterday's good thing. Nick says, I don't like the cold, but I like the idea of Bannock and hamburger soup. Hey? You can make a fortune selling that today. I'll tell you that right now. Quentin says, did my road test. Oh, my God, you did a road test yesterday in minus 35. Got his class 4. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you can drive a semi? Oh, my God. Wow. Or an ambulance. I don't know. I have no class. I don't even think I have a driver's license, actually. I've just got a stick man on a little card that I keep in my wallet, and I just flash it like in the movies. Do you have your driver's license and registration? Here's my driver's license. Sir, was that a stick man that you just showed me? What? No, I'm a big guy. That wouldn't be a stick man. Nah, it's cool. Here's my registration. I got insurance because I don't want to get sued. I have no class license. Oh, Cindy sent a pic of what is class 4? Do I have to look it up? What is a class 4 license? What is a class 4 license in Manitoba? Oh, you can drive the school bus. Are you going to be a school bus driver now, Quentin? Oh, the wheels on the bus go round and round. Quentin's gonna drive the school bus. Very cool. Yeah, it says buses, all class 4 licenses in Manitoba allow you to drive ambulances, buses, and school buses. It also allows you to drive all vehicles in class 5, which I do not know. I'd have to Google that. Wow. Very nice. So you can drive your own kids to school and others. That is fantastic. That's magical. That's magical. Look, here comes Dad and the bus. Oh, my grandpa used to drive a school bus in his retirement years. Yeah, the big yellow school bus. Oh, yeah. When you're looking for an oil change, make it our friends at Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express. You pull up to those doors, and I'll tell you, it is toasty warm on the inside of that place. They're waiting for you. Under the vehicle, they'll get under the way, get that oil change, show your filters while you wait. Make sure those tires are nice and topped up. Your fluids are good to go. Because in the extreme cold, it is hard on your vehicle. Get it quickly checked and get a quick oil change at Murray GM in Brandon. Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. And be listening this Friday for your chance to win a free oil change from our friends at Murray's. Kuiper's Family Bakery. Oh, some hot, delicious bread to keep you warm on a day like today. What goes good with that soup? How about some cheese biscuits? I love the cheese biscuits, cheese buns, anything with cheese at Kuiper's Family Bakery. They're using 100% Canadian cheese and lots of it. Perfect to go with that hot soup on a cold day like today. So drop by and see our friends at Kuiper's Family Bakery. Brandon's Bakery, 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner beside Tasties. And our friends at EPLA Office, where they believe in forming lasting relationships while taking care of your legal needs, specializing in real estate and corporate law. And they also do estates and wills, which is super important. If you've got some loved ones, some friends in your life, you want to make sure that you got that all planned and set aside, okay? Visit our friends at EPLA Office at 642 18th Street, Unit A, across from the RBC. Sad to hear that Andrea had a break-in her car, and hopefully we can locate her purse. You know, when you have something stolen like a purse, you know, or a wallet for that matter, it's like take the money, but to replace the ID and all the cards and all, I couldn't, my heart just broke when I read that yesterday. I hope they get it, Andrea. I hope you get it back. All the important stuff. It's just such a pain in the ass. Awful. And it's sad because, you know, what makes it extra sad is someone like Andrea does so much good stuff in the community. She's helping the food bank all the time and Samaritan House and Helping Hands. And then something like this happens. I'll tell you, I was heartbroken and then friggin' furious. Seriously. Scum of the earth. These douchebag, drug head, meth heads. God, what the hell is wrong with us? Lock these people up. Jesus. It's a disaster. Damn bleeding hearts. Anyway, sorry, yesterday's good thing. I got a little sidetracked. Got a little worked up. Okay. Tracy said, GT worked out at the gym again yesterday. Good job, Tracy. Keep that New Year's resolution going. Debbie Kynock is joining on Facebook. Very nice. Oh, man. Nick says, you get to drive a taxi, too. Mavis says, Class 4 also a taxi. Well, there you go. Or a cab. Quentin is on a mission to do every job known to man. He is, and so now it is transportation, which is in dire need. Although you wouldn't be working today because buses are not running in the Brandon School Division, outside the city, Rolling River, and Mountain View. Also not going to run today. Tosh says, went to the RV sale over the Keystone and added to the, you know, Tosh, talking about RVs on a day like today is actually quite helpful. It reminds us that spring can't be too far off, and we're going to be doing camping soon. Can you imagine sleeping outside in this? Speaking of those that are less fortunate, I just can't imagine. It's just awful. It's awful to just walk outside, let alone have to spend any time out there. Tosh says there's like 300 and something homeless in our city and growing. That number continues to grow. It's a disaster, an absolute disaster. And Tosh says they only have 141 beds at Samaritan House. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. It's unreal. The poverty, the food bank usage. We have got record food bank usage now. They can't keep up. They're running out of food at the food bank. People are sleeping outside. It's and where's the government at? They're on vacation. They're on vacation. They don't give a shit. They don't care. It's a joke. It's a joke. Anyway, I can't get sucked down. Can't get sucked down. There's so much to be angry about. No sense. They don't care, so why should we? All righty. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. But you know what? We do. We're going to give you some soup. There's the cabbage soup from Cindy yesterday. How inappropriate. It's not like it doesn't cause gas all the time, Tyler. Look at that. I can smell it. I can see the dill. Little egg sandwich to go along with it. We have declared it Soup Week this week. Soup Week. Throw something in a pot. Get it boiling. Get it hot. But should food be served hot? Or should it be served at room temperature? We'll get into that. Also, Vince Neil's plane crashes. He's not on it. We got the video of the crash, though. What's with all these plane crashes? What the hell is going on? Anyway, details on that coming up, and we are just getting rolling. Just getting started. It is time for some beach time, some warmer thoughts. So let's head off to the beach, and we are going to Anguilla this morning. Anguilla, and this is Elvis's Beach Bar. Oh, I like this one. We can have ourselves a little party over here at Elvis's Beach Bar. I think so. Nice spot.
So bright, ooh yeah. Tyler shows us tonight. Coffee sips, talking flips. Fun begins, just feels right. Thank you, sun seekers. Daybreak believers. Go through and fun. Let's run every morning on the show. Something sweet, laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tides, ride the waves, feel the heat. Thank you, sun seekers, daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun, let's run every morning on the show. Pantry treats. Something sweet, laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tides, ride the waves, feel the heat. Thank you, sun seekers, daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun, let's run every morning on the show. Pantry treats. Something sweet, laughs and tales can't be beat. Beach vibes, endless tide, ride the waves, feel the heat. Wake up, dance around, Tyler show, best in town. Sunrise, clear skies, come on now, get down. Get down. Thank you, sun seekers, daybreak believers. Whoa, food and fun, let's run every morning on the show.
Oh, let's run. Let's go. Let's go. Elvis's Beach Bar. Look at our beach chairs are waiting for you. Some picnic tables, too. We're ready to rock and roll. The sun is out, and we're already at 22 degrees Celsius. Wouldn't that be nice? Can you feel that warm air on your skin? Being outside, you're far, far away from where you're sitting at this very second. You're far away in the tropics. The tropical islands where the palm trees are swaying and the sun is beating down on that sand. Oh, careful. Could burn your feet. Unlike where we're at today, we will mentally take you away, whisk you away to the beach from this black and white extravaganza. Of course, once again, asking the question, what the hell are we doing here? What is going on? Oh, my ancestors were fooled. They were fooled. It's beautiful. Come in July. Take a look around. It's fantastic. What about days like today, though? what about days where it's like minus 45 with the wind chill? It is minus 32. Actually, we've improved a little bit. We're at minus 44 with the wind chill now. And the extreme cold warning likely will be a theme for us all week. Northern Plains weather is saying that this cold snap could last 10 days to 2 weeks. This would make it one of the longest cold snaps in a decade. So it's good to just prepare yourself for the cold. It's going to be cold for quite some time. Now, road conditions are good. That's a good thing. We do have some kids that aren't in school today. And again, that is Brandon School Division. Brandon School Division buses not operating outside the city. Rolling River and Mountain View, no buses, but the schools are open. And that's it. Everybody else is operating as per usual today. So there you go. Take a look at the air temperature map this morning. Uncle Bo, good morning. Tosh says she's got somebody that's working at the shelters and told her yesterday there is 300 and something homeless, and they can only do what they can because they only have 141 beds. That's insane. It's insanity. That is just huge demand. Wow. Incredible. All right, and there is our wind chill map this morning. Okay, and so what have you got on the agenda today? How are you handling the cold? Do you have any kind of tips, tricks? What are you doing, boys and girls? What are you doing to handle the cold? Now's the time to share your thoughts, your strategy of how we're going to get through this cold snap. Go into chat. Let us know. What do you got going on? Some people are using soup. Good morning, Julie and Ronnie and John. Good morning. What are you doing to fight aside from joining us on the show? What are you doing to fight this incredible cold? Minus 30s overnight as far as this forecast goes. Good morning, Ryan Marcus. Good morning to you. What ways do you like to fight? Do you just like to, is there an extra special blanket you pull out? Tracy's got her Vancouver Canucks super comfy blanket that she likes to pull out, and that's when you know, okay, the cold weather has really kicked in. She also's got a little heater that she'll run as she's watching TV. She's got a little heater by her feet with the fuzzy blankets. Nick's pulled out the fuzzy slippers. The fuzzy slippers are out. Cindy's making more soup. What kind should I make? What kind of homemade soup? Oh, my favorite's chicken. Chicken with the homemade noodles. Brian White says, I'm going ice fishing this weekend. Well, you should catch lots of ice. There's no shortage of ice in this part of the world. What's the limit on ice? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Ryan says, I take it as a cold plunge and think warm thoughts, so it's a mind over matter thing. You just think of it as a cold plunge, as a bit of a wake-up call. Apparently, it is good for you. Apparently, that snap of cold on your skin actually is good for you, is what I'm told. I don't believe that. I think the physical benefits that this cold weather does outweighs the mental health benefits, or the mental health, what is it called? Degradation. He also dresses in layers. Cindy is just going to soup it up. It is soup week. It is, let's just make lots of soups, and she says that she's got homemade noodles. So she is ready to roll. Zumba Bernice said, should I take my skates to Clarso Spa? Will the pools be frozen over? Absolutely not. Actually, I hate to say this, you're going to enjoy it even more. You have got a walk from the door to the spa. I'm just trying to picture it in my mind here. Hang on a second. You probably have about 10 feet to walk. So basically, I mean, it's nothing. The door will open, and you're, of course, in your skivvies, right? And you've got 10 feet, so it'll be like 2 or 3 steps. All the snow's cleared. Your feet are on a cold slab of concrete for about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and then you're in the hot water. And it's friggin' awesome. It is so awesome. Oh, just make sure you got a hat, because that's the part that's going to be, sticking out the top. So a toque, a hat, you'll be fine. It might freeze up a little bit because some of the moisture coming off the ponds will culminate on your hat here. It's great. It's awesome. You're gonna love it. It actually makes it even better. However, they do have ice skating up there. They do have an ice skating rink, so you can take your skates. You won't be skating on the spot, but it'll be too cold to be doing that. I would think that, although it is sheltered, I'd take your skates if you like skating. Take them. They've got a rink up there. Tasha said that. Oh, look at this. Oh, you have the same blanket. Actually, Trace has this one. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. She got it for Christmas. That is her. Damn, it's cold. It's time to crawl under the blanket, and the Canucks blanket comes out. That's when I know that. Very cool. I'm sure they sold a few. Yeah, they're kind of a popular team. Yeah, it's super plush, super soft. Keeps you nice and warm. What are you doing to keep warm? What are you doing to beat the cold? What do you do to beat the cold other than cry in your soup? What do you do to beat the cold other than cry in your Fruit Loops, which is what I do? The show's over. I'm just like, why? Why do I live here? I spend so much time crying through the winter. Mavis says, working on a project to donate to Curling for a Cure. How wonderful. That is awesome, Mavis. Last year, you guys made a bunch of napkin holders, didn't you? Did a fantastic job with that. Fantastic. Ryan says flip-flops and sandals. You just put them on and wear them around the house like me. And it helps you get in that frame of mind. Your feet go, I think we're at the beach, maybe. Lola says, hopefully the cold kills these viruses floating around and resets for another spring. That's how my father-in-law used to look at it. He would say, yeah, this cold is good to kill stuff. Yes, it is. Mainly human beings. Nature would like to kill us at this point. Christine is trying to rub in that she is headed off to a nice warm destination soon. She said, did you hear about my weekend plans? Yeah. We'll see the pictures in the video. Oh, man. That's going to keep you sane. She's off to Mexico. Which part again? Is it Manzanillo that you're going to? Oh, man. How about some hockey to stay warm? Go Jets go, says Ryan. So does Tosh. Go Jets go. Are they doing any good? Football's over. I got nothing to watch. So I guess it's time to start watching hockey. How are the Jets doing? Are they at least winning any games? I hear attendance is low. Is it because they're losing? I read an article this week about the no-trade rider and how in the NHL, something like 48% of players have a no-trade rider. They have a list of cities that you're not allowed to trade them to. And by far and away, Winnipeg was the top city. Yeah, Free Press had an article on it. Poor Winnipeg. No one wants to play here. Well, that's not true. They've got some good players that have come through Winnipeg. But how could you not love weather like this? Come on, it's fantastic. What's not to love? Come on. We have a great airport to get you the hell out of here. What's not to love? Why would you not want to play? And I mean, when I read it, I'm thinking to myself, holy crap. These are not like hydro workers or plumbers or electricians moving to. These are $1 million hockey players. These are hockey players that are playing their favorite sport for millions of dollars, and they've put it in a contract. I am not allowed to get traded to Winnipeg, followed by Buffalo. Oh, Lola says, it's important to stay positive. Yes, of course. Staying positive, the sun will be shining. Puerto Vallarta, says Christine. Four Nations Cup starts. Jets are still top in the whole league. Holy cow. In the whole league. The Jets are that good? Who needs those players that like to play where you can survive 12 months of the year? Who needs them? Apparently, we've got some good players. I guess I should start watching. Top in the league. That's fantastic. Wow. Hey, Cassandra, good morning. Awesome work crew keeps the spirits high, makes the cold days less miserable. Well, that's good. Having a good work crew that's got a smile on their face and a song in their heart, and when the doors are closed and the heat is turned up. The doors are closed and the heat gets turned up. Ryan says there's a bit of a halt on games right now because of Four Nations. I don't understand what that is. I don't understand what Four Nations is. What does that mean? Is that a special tournament? Is that, I don't know. Brian says, I haven't laughed this much in 2 weeks. Oh, my God, Brian. Well, thank you. Holy cow. Michelle says it's kind of ridiculous that they've got a rider in their contract that they can't get traded to Winnipeg when they make that kind of money. I know. I'm thinking, none of us make that kind of money, and we're here. We can do it. As we cry in our soup. And we're not getting paid millions of dollars. And just think, I mean, you're playing hockey all the time. When are you home? Those hockey players, they're in Vancouver one day, and then they're in LA, and then the hockey teams that are in the Sun Belt now is insane. So just because you're in Winnipeg, yeah, your home games are miserable and cold, but you got great fans. They're excited to see you. They love you. And then when you're not in front of your excited fans that love you, you're in Florida, Texas, Vancouver, for God's sake. It's even nice there. Nick will explain. Yes, Nick is our sports aficionado. It's a bit of a tournament. Canada, U.S., Sweden, and Finland. So is it like the Canada Cup then? I should really know. Is this NHL we're talking about? I'm confused. See, I'm just coming off the Super Bowl. I'm coming through some football withdrawal here, and now I have to join my fellow Canucks in watching the ice hockey. And it's a tournament that's going on between Canada, U.S., Sweden, and Finland. And that's why it's called the Four Nations. Okay. Koenig Stowe says, Tyler, you are a Canadian, specifically a Manitoban. You should be more interested in the greatest sport there is, football. I know, I am interested in football, but I don't follow hockey. No, I do not. I am also a rebel. I also am not a very good Manitoban. Some don't call me a very nice Canadian. They broke the mold when they made me. I'll tell you, they broke the mold. It froze. The mold froze. Go figure. Friggin' minus 50 below. They made the TG guy and the mold got broken. And they said, don't make any more like this. This guy doesn't like hockey. He hates the cold. What the hell's he doing up here? I was adopted as a Cabbage Patch Kid in the 80s. That's what happened. From Nebraska. I was in a Nebraska cabbage field. And by accident, my parents plucked me and said, let's take him to Manitoba, this chubby little guy. He's cute. He'll be okay. It was summertime. Everyone likes cabbage. Football's the second best game you can name. Nope, disagree. Disagree 100%. No, I don't like the politics. I don't like the cold. I don't like the hockey. Every time I travel, they say at the border, when they hand me my passport back, they say, you sure you still want this? And I say, yeah, okay. I like the free hospital stays. And they laugh. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not totally invested in the hockey. However, I'm really excited to hear the Jets are doing good. This is coming out of nowhere for me as somebody that doesn't follow it. This is great. I'm surprised I'm not seeing more of that on social media, that the Jets are that on fire. Or is it because they've had a good year and people are like, yeah, we're still in first. We're still kicking ass and taking names. Are we getting used to the fact they're winning? I don't know. I know when the Bombers are winning, boy, I get that rubbed in my face a whole bunch. I guess being a football guy. But good, that's great. That puts me in a good mood, and I'm going to start watching because you know what? There's always room on the bandwagon, isn't there? There's always room on the bandwagon for one more fan when they're winning. And like the bad Canadian I am, I slide off the bandwagon when they start losing. That's why they call me a bandwagon jumper. Old Chickie says, yeah, that sounds like my hubby. Quentin says, kids ask how cold it is. And he did the boiled water trick where he throws the boiled water and it instantly freezes into snow. One of the quintessential Canadian science projects that you can do. Good Lord. Someone just gave me a heart attack. Threw some bits at me. What the hell was that? Holy God, I got it cranked up too loud in here. I think I crapped my pants. Holy crypola. Oh my God. Okay, you know what is a tradition that people in Canada are super excited about? It's Roll Up the Rim. Now, Roll Up the Rim to win was digital. There's still going to be a digital component for this, but the paper cups are back, and before long, you'll have that feel of the paper under your thumb. You'll be rolling it up. You'll be looking underneath and be like, free car! Yes, because mine froze. I need a nice warm new car or some new electronics or maybe a trip someplace warm. And, of course, lots of free food. It starts on the 24th. That's a week from Monday. Roll Up the Rim to win is back at Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. Of course, they've got dollar donut days. Classic donut, just $1 when you order a hot brewed coffee. Get yourself a nice, warm apple fritter, a Boston cream, a honey cruller, the old-fashioned plain, the chocolate dip or the vanilla dip. And when you're buying a hot brewed coffee, it's just $1. Roll Up the Rim is back on the 24th at Tim Hortons in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. At Headley's Health Hut, you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's Wednesday, not just any Wednesday. It's the second Wednesday of the month. And the second Wednesdays of the month are magical at Headley's Health Hut, because you've been hearing me talk about their incredible selection of protein snacks, gluten-free snacks, sugar-free foods. They've got gluten-free meals from Ida's Catering. They're frozen, all ready to go, completely gluten-free for you and your family to enjoy. They've got a massive selection of vitamins, herbs, supplements, from the minor aches and pains to stuff you've been suffering with for a while. They have got the solutions for you at Headley's Health Hut. But why is tomorrow important? Because Win Back Wednesday means when you go in there, you could be winning your purchase back on Wednesday. Up to $500 in receipts. So Win Back Wednesday is tomorrow. You're going to want to check that out. Win Back Wednesday at Headley's Health Hut at 1314 Richmond Avenue, formerly at the Shoppers Mall. They're just east of Murray GM now. And into the final couple days of the Leon's Furniture Superstore Save the Tax event at 3635 Victoria Avenue. Save the tax on select furniture, mattresses, and three-piece major appliance packages. And this sale ends tomorrow. Proudly Canadian. Serving Canadians since 1909. Uncle Bo was just 5 at that time. Proudly Canadian for well over a century. Look for the yellow sign and Leon's on the front of the store. And inside you'll find Canadian appliances, electronics, and furniture. 3635 Victoria Avenue in Brandon. So there was a plane crash yesterday that involved Motley Crue lead singer Vince Neil. Well, he wasn't on board, but his jet was part of the crash. Apparently, this happened in Arizona. A plane was coming into land, and it crashed into another plane. There's a picture of it. What is with all the plane crashes these days? Not good, Tim. Not good. A Bombardier jet arriving from Austin was making a landing at Scottsdale Airport when the incident took place at 2:30 local time on Monday. The private jet was owned by Vince Neil, lead singer of Motley Crue. The aircraft had veered off the runway and crashed into a Gulfstream G200 jet parked on the private property. Out of the 5 people involved in the incident, the pilot was pronounced dead, according to the Daily Mail. Meanwhile, 2 others were rushed to trauma centers. Oh, that's not good. That's awful. A 4th person was taken to hospital in stable condition. Officials say 1 person was trapped inside the plane for an extended period of time after the crash. Oh my gosh. This is weird. You can see the plane coming down the runway there. Trying to avoid that. You can see the pilot saw it. It's like, boom. That is awful. There must have been some kind of brake failure. Skidded off the runway somewhere. That's brutal. That is terrible. That was in Arizona yesterday afternoon. Vince Neil was not on the plane. Multiple pet dogs were also on board the aircraft, but were not injured during the collision. Vince Neil issued a statement, said Mr. Neil's thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved. He is grateful for the critical aid of all first responders assisting that day. However, Vince Neil's manager was on the plane and suffered some broken ribs, a source is reporting. Broken ribs for Vince Neil's manager. Initial reports said Vince Neil was not on the plane, but it was later confirmed that the passengers included his girlfriend, Rain, and her friend, all suffering minor injuries but are okay. That is not good. Yay, caramba. That picture is... That's terrible. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with these planes right now. What the hell is going on? There's just been a rash of bad news from the tarmac these days. Seriously, apparently they're super understaffed at American Air Traffic Control. I'm not sure what the situation is in Canada, but yeah, apparently they're short on air traffic controllers. This is kind of an important job. Cindy says, yeah, it could have been so much worse. So that is in the news from yesterday in the world of food and fun places and the mayhem of life. This is concerning news, not fatal news, but concerning news. McDonald's had their earnings report yesterday. We like to follow these things because, a lot of our favorite restaurants have gone under. We were concerned about Red Lobster there for a while. They went into bankruptcy protection and then emerged, apparently, at an attempt to be stronger than ever. And we know that restaurants continue to struggle post-pandemic. And it looks like McDonald's is now joining the lot. They had their earnings call yesterday, and it was not positive. McDonald's earnings disappoints. Worst drop since the pandemic. People are just not eating as much fast food as they used to. The burger chain's U.S. same-store sales declined as customers spent less at its restaurants. And I don't know if this comes as any surprise that we are visiting fast food places less when I think I saw like a Big Mac meal is like $11. Holy man. It's expense. Now, the CEOs on the earnings call said not to worry. They will get people back into the stores. They understand that value is a key part of doing business, but I don't know how they're going to get there. Food inflation has leveled, which means that we're not seeing food inflation rise at a level that we did before, but things are still expensive. And fast food used to be a place where you'd get a quick burger, and you knew it wasn't the healthiest thing in the world, but it didn't matter. It tasted good. It was quick. You could get the kids to hockey, and you'd be on your way. Now you pull in, and it's like, whoa, $100? Are you kidding? Wow, that's just a little too much. So again, it's not catastrophic news for McDonald's, but certainly concerning, and especially for investors. Who would have thought, these companies, and you know who else got some bad news? Unbelievable. Two of the biggest names in business. So McDonald's number one. Number two is Walmart. Walmart is no longer the king of retail. They've lost the top spot. For the first time in retail history, Walmart is no longer number one. They slide to number two. As of this week, Amazon has passed Walmart. Again, I don't think this comes as a huge surprise, but if I was in a time machine and said 5 years, 5 years from now, I'm going to tell you that Walmart's going to no longer be the top retailer and McDonald's is going to be struggling, you'd be like, what you smoking, man? What are you smoking? Beat them by $7 billion in their annual report, or in their quarterly report, sorry. So, some shocking news for them, too. And it's a tough go when you're selling ice cream in Las Vegas. We got to say goodbye to our friends on Facebook. I'm going to leave you with this because I thought it was funny. These guys have taken to the local media to say, please come and buy ice cream from us. We are not the cops. Well, and they're worried because, Trump is tossing everybody from the country. And ICE is a big part of that. So the Las Vegas Ice Cream Patrol, no one's buying their ice cream. They can't get anybody to approach the vehicle because they think that as soon as they approach the vehicle, they're going to get thrown in the back of the van and hauled away. I think you might need a paint job. I think you might need to paint the van. The Las Vegas Ice Cream Patrol. I'm surprised that the cops didn't kind of poo-poo on that from the beginning, but that's just me. Anyway, poor guys can't sell the ice cream because ice is a big deal now. Tossing people. So, yeah. Poor guys. Get out the paint, Stan. Get out the paint. Hey, TikTokers, we got to roll. Hey, have a great day, you guys. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Alex. And Dylan, you guys have a great day. Have an awesome Tuesday. It is Taste of Tuesday, Valentine's themed this morning. Oh, wait till you see what we're going to be tasting. You're going to love it. You got to watch through TylerGlenShow.com, or you can watch at twitch.tv/TylerGlenShow. Thank you, TikTokers. We got to roll. Catch you later. Bye-bye for now. See you tomorrow. Stay warm. Okay, and we have to say farewell to our friends on Facebook and YouTube and X, and we're moving the party over to Twitch. Chocolate-covered strawberries. Oh, yeah. Perfect for Valentine's Day. See ya, YouTube. VIP hour now. Thank you, X. Time for VIP.